Fortnite's first Star Wars update is here, and it's called Pull of the Force. From new abilities, NPCs, and the best Star Wars Easter egg of all time, here are 30 things you need to know about it. When you land on the island the first time, you should check out the brand new portals with Force abilities. If you head to Mace Windu, you can finally get your hands on this purple lightsaber, but that's not all. It will also train you in the ways of the Force Pull, and this thing is awesome. If you prefer the dark side, you can visit Darth Maul, and obviously you'll be given a red lightsaber, just sadly, it's not double-ended. At least you get Force Throw, which could destroy people from a distance, and I definitely recommend picking it up. There's also 3 new NPCs on the map to talk to. At the Outpost Enclave, you can find Han Solo. He is miles away from his ship, but if you talk to him, he'll give you some quests, letting you recruit him for your team. If you head to the forest by Shining Shafts, you'll come across Princess Leia. Doing her quest will give you 120,000 XP, which is insane. But there is even better rewards out there, like finding Luke Skywalker at this rebel base. His quest will just straight up give you a free legendary blaster. Also turns out he's hiding some incredible secrets, like the fact you could ask him about blue milk. Then he wonders, why does everyone keep asking him about this? Just make sure you don't accidentally attack him, because he'll pull out a lightsaber and fight you. There are so many secrets hiding in this season, like how General Grievous has an instrument called the Soulful One. This is actually a reference to his ship, the Soulless One, yet it gets even better. Read the description and you'll find a tribute to the original Battlefront 2.
Your screams are like music to my audio receptors.
It's not the only way Fortnite's referencing classic games. Lego Brick Life was updated for the new Star Wars theme, but there's an extremely hidden reference in the snow. Head to this cabin, look inside, and there's stormtroopers in a hot tub. This is one of the most iconic jokes from the original Lego Star Wars games, where you'd always be able to find these guys chilling in a tub, and now it's in Fortnite. They even left behind a Marvel Rivals reference. In the Thunderbolts collab, Winter Soldier's backbling description was, of course,
Armed and dangerous.
it's just one of the countless secrets in this set. Yelena's emote is actually taken from multiple films, of course her landings from Black Widow. Then we have the hot sauce, and that's from the Hawkeye TV show that I don't really think anybody watched.
Hi, I made macaroni if you want some.
As for Bucky's emote, if it looks familiar, that's because it's inspired by this scene from the Winter Soldier. Now, when it comes to TIE fighters, we've all been led to believe you have to go to its spawn location to grab one. Well, thanks to a secret mission, turns out that's no longer true. If you head to this checkpoint on the map, you can find a crashed TIE fighter. It does nothing when you go up to it, but if you head to this terminal, you can accept a quest to fix it. Once you've gathered fuel and repaired the ship, it respawns as a working vehicle, something that literally nobody knows about. One of the coolest secrets is hiding in the gameplay trailer. Tell me if you could hear it. So sure, that sounds like the classic Death Star alarm, right? Well, this is actually recreated using Fortnite's storm sound. It's an insane detail. And if you go to the First Order base on the map, you could hear the real alarm for yourself. And if you were hoping that Palpatine wouldn't have such a boring design, don't worry, because he's getting an edit style soon. The bonus rewards will let you get his Chancellor robes, but sadly, they don't let us play as pre-lightning face Palpatine. So to all the fans disappointed about that, they also have no idea his edit style does have a different face. If you look at his Chancellor robes, it's not just the costume that changed. Comparing both of his heads, you'll realize Fortnite made him younger in the prequel version. And talk about attention to detail. One of the funniest secrets in the whole season appears when you talk to Grievous. There are only 3 people that he has secret dialogue for. Darth Vader, who gets silence, Palpatine, who gets silence, and then we have Guff, who is told to get out of my sight. Like, what did this poor guy do wrong? Although even the most casual Star Wars fans know what the Victory Umbrella is referencing. It tells you may land when ready, and the ranked version says you may win when ready. Of course, I'll just let Tarkin explain.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
When you head to the food court, you'll also see a bunch of posters advertising each brand. Except while they all seem normal, check out the Durr Burger and Pizza Pit ones. They are actually fighting each other just like their historic rivalry. Now let's head to Darth Vader. At this point, everyone knows that taking him out will have a special knee animation. Something that Disney requires for all their video games. Even Battlefront 2 had to add this, but there's a secret change that nobody's talking about. Now, when you wipe out Samurai Vader, the defeat sound includes an amazing reference. If that sounds familiar, you gotta be a die-hard Star Wars veteran, because it's the same sound that plays during Vader's actual death in Return of the Jedi. Something you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to realize is that Eevee is back in the pass, and now this isn't the first time they've remixed an old Battle Pass skin, but it is the first time they've both been tier 1. You get to debunk it with Mission Specialist and Agent Jones, but his office picture reveals they're separate people, so congrats to Apprentice Eevee on officially being the first one to get tier 1 twice. One of my favorite details this season is in everybody's least favorite set. Wookiee team leader has managed to redeem herself just a bit with a great reference in the glider. Take a look in the middle, that's usually the Vindertech logo, but now it's a strange white and black tile. If you're a Star Wars fan, you're probably pointing at the screen right now because it's a hollow chess table, taken directly from the Millennium Falcon. Another set that's worth taking a look at is General Grievous. It's hidden until halfway through the season, but a sneak peek at his cosmetics early gives us some cool references. Take a look at his sprays, in both of them he is surrounded by flames or on fire, which is a crazy reference to his death in Revenge of the Sith. And Star Wars fans are also happy because General Grievous will be getting his own prequel style that no one even knows about. Only the most diehard Star Wars fans know Grievous's true backstory before he became a cyborg. And Fortnite is about to show it to the whole world with his Kolish Warlord edit style. Fun fact, this is gonna be the first time this version of him appears in any video game, and it's also the first time appearing in Disney's Star Wars canon. If you prefer the sequels instead, you'll recognize landing at the Resistance Base POI because it is taken directly from the planet Dakar in the movies. The first time this place is revealed, we hear the March of the Resistance theme playing. And while you're exploring in-game, you can hear the same notes in the background. Something else familiar is the appearance of Mace Windu. Now that it's in game, you'll notice his face looks exactly like Samuel L. Jackson, which makes sense because obviously that's the actor. But it's not his first character in the game. He's also played by Nick Fury and then even Frozone, who arrived with the Incredibles collab. And he's not the only actor to have 3 appearances either, with Oscar Isaac also getting his 3rd this season with Poe Dameron, after already being in Fortnite as Moon Knight and Spider-Man 2099. Like seriously, these guys are going on generational runs in Fortnite. There's also a secret reward hidden in the past that you won't get until the very end. Claiming Palpatine's extra style will also grant you a bonus spray with unlimited power on it. And anyone who's seen the movie will know it's taken straight from this iconic scene. Was that kind of cringe? I don't know. Anyways, if you're struggling to complete some quests this season, here's a tip. Ones like damaging players with Force Lightning can be pretty difficult when you're getting blasted, but it also works on vehicles. So just find a car, unleash your lightning, and you'll be done in no time. Epic has been going all out for this Star Wars theme to the point where they gave away the latest LEGO Star Wars game for free this week. That's not all. Soon the Epic Game Store is going to have 2 mystery games releasing for free, and this event is going to include some kind of Fortnite item too. Now, we've talked a lot about Grievous in this video because he has so many secrets, so it's clear that Epic are huge fans of him, and honestly so am I. It explains why his NPC only has 1 dialogue option. You can only ask him about lightsabers, and his answer is, one could always spot a fellow collector. That's because he steals a bunch of lightsabers in the Clone Wars and the movies and all that. It's pretty cool. Anyways, those are all the secrets in this week's Star Wars update. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.